It is 12:54 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, the 17th of June, 2022. I endeavored to upload a mirror work video every day to lead up to our first live recording. Events of today, technically now, yesterday, did not allow my desired timeline to occur. I went to bed and something said, still get up, do a recording, send it out. There's been this song that's been on my mind and on my heart for about a week now, because we're now technically Friday, and it's been on my heart since, I would say, Sunday evening. My daily walks as I do, it keeps coming up and bits and pieces of it. And I was like, what is this song? I know it. It's familiar. I might know the first, second lines. Then it fades out and I remember the hook. Then I remember the bridge. And I'm like, but I just could not get the whole song. The parts I remembered, I would hum it, I would sing it. And even in those one or two parts, there was a power that was always ignited. And then some other times when I sing other parts that come to memory, this overwhelming sense of gratitude that would quickly just translate into tears of gratitude, feelings of gratitude, and then in the tears just a reflection of how far my journey has come, and the mirror work that I have done along the way, and the multitude of valleys and pits and barriers that I have persevered through, conquered over, and just steamrolled through. As this mirror work initiative started to become more pressing to begin, I remembered in 2021 I did videos, homework videos on my Facebook page, speaking about mirror work and mirror work videos as a result of this very heavy impression that 2022 is going to be a year that we would have to be able to discern very quickly people and their intentions, true intentions. Time is not going to be on the side of those who have to take time and go through the ring around the roses to get through the exactness of people's intentions. Our open enemy, which is the enemy and the energy, some people might want to put an energy, and it is an energy that resides in the living man and the living woman that presents themselves as the hands and feet of these intentions to kill your purpose, steal your sound mind, your ability to think, steal your joy, steal your positivity, your optimism, your outlook on life. Just come to steal that and replace it with fear. And then it destroyed families, it destroyed lives, it destroyed dreams that was wrapped in vision for a business, destroyed dreams that many post-secondary students had that they worked from since they were high school all the way up to post-secondary to finally get there, and then destroyed by energies that reside in the living man, the living woman who say, I am just doing my job. There is an energy that is in our midst, and it lives in men and women who are amongst us, who have taken the mark of compromise, who have taken the mark of kiss ass to kick ass, who've taken the mark of if you can't beat them, join them, who've taken the mark of it's a concrete jungle out there, who've taken the mark of it's a dog eats dog world out there, who've taken the mark of all the dogmas and all of the sayings of the worldly wise that has convinced the living man, the living woman that these behaviors and these mindsets are the only ones that are in play, the only ones to give you this life of abundance, the world's version of abundance only can be attained through the world's worldly wisdom of how to get there. The energy has come and it has deceived many in the false teachings of applications. And that is why there's no discernment, and you feel as if for 2 years there's been the heavens, for those who are religious, just been shut up. And all we're hearing are the decrees, and then the echoing from leaders, echoing the decrees of man. And then we heard loud and clear to obey the science, listen to the science of man, when we know that science of man is ever changing and is ever evolving, because man did not create science. So we have these energies that are now present in full force in 2022. We are halfway through, 6th month. We are halfway through, and there's a rinse and repeat of distraction to stretch out for another 6 years, another 6 months, so that another 6 years can be total domination of worldly wisdom and the wisdom of God, the wisdom of the Creator, the wisdom of the Most High, the Supreme Elyon, Jah, Yahweh, Elohim, whatever English word that has been given to you with the alphabet of the English language that you've come to believe, that is the word that you are to use to describe the all-powerful being. That's another mirror work conversation as to how can man in our infiniteness dare to name us? We are naming the creator of all. We are establishing a name. And we're told that a man was given this name by the all-knowing all, just from the all. The all inspired a name and give it to man and told man, this is the word. However, during this time, English was not even around. But we are killing and kicking people out of the walk if they don't dare regard the allness in the English language that was not there, that was given to us only 15th and 16th century by man. And the history of that giving of this gift of English was for the sole purpose of manipulating the true meaning of words. Only English language can keep morphing a word and changing the meaning of a word to mean something totally different for another generation. Isn't that funny? The living man and the living woman was never called an adjective. Yet still now we are demanding to be called an adjective. And we were told in this English language an adjective does not have life. Adjective does not have rights. It's an adjective. And we wonder why we are now under an energy that is now taking away our rights, because we have stepped out of being a noun and we are beating our chests and demanding to be called an adjective. Yet still we are also in our craziness demanding that the adjective has rights, that the adjective has human rights. No longer being a noun and standing in the human right of a noun, a living person, we allowed English to take us from being a living person and noun and transition us from being living in a noun to an abstract of an adjective. And now we have the energy that says, as a result of you being an adjective, you do not have rights. It's what I, the noun, give you the adjective. And seeing that I am still in my noun state and you are now in an adjective state, I decide adjective when you have the rights of a human, because now I am giving you and then I am taking away, because I am the noun. He who names owns. He who names owns. And that is why the beginning of time, there was no name for the most high of all beings. It was actually blasphemy. If you go back to the old, and I love the old school, we know we move to the new and we forget that, you know what? We got to be careful with this new. But I love diving into history and learning that back in the days, it was blasphemous to even think of calling. And that is why there was no name given to the all. Don't even think of it. It was just, like there's can't even. Because there was a reverence back in the old school days for the allness of the Almighty, the all. Don't even bother. That's the reverence that was given. Now there's no reverence anymore, because now we named it. And we heard that, no, it gave us permission to name it. Yet still, the law is the law. He who names owns. And that's why many feel that they own religion and they own the interpretation of religion because now they're so wise. So wise that they, in their cunningness, took you out of being a noun and gave you the status of an adjective. And in giving you the status of an adjective, adjectives do not have human rights. This is why I do not allow anyone to call me or place me as an adjective. I demand and I stand as the noun, as the woman, the living woman that I am. Pronounce that I am. And no worldly wise man can take me out of the I am status that the I am gave me, that I am woman. I am not an adjective. I am a woman.